education for democracy is nothing what you can bring from abroad. You can share some experiences, you can share some ideas, but mainly this is how we can do that by ourselves, how we can reinvent it. And definitely, when we are talking about school, the way we are thinking about school, it's first about students, but also it's about parents, teachers, headmasters, and also about non-governmental organizations which are around the school. And we should bring them together to discuss what we can do for our local school.
Citizenship education is something that you don't learn from the book. I mean, it's good to have good books and good textbooks, but it's something that you learn living. And this summer school is also a sort of a living academy of democracy, because here you can find people of different ideas, of different nationalities, of different denominations, of different cultures, and they all are united in a task to get to know as much as possible from others. How do you do it?
The Summer Academy is important to the Council of Europe because it helps translate in practice the policies and policy instruments that have been developed over many, many years. But how in practice they work, it's a big question for us. And Summer Academies, by bringing us together with people who are working on the ground, help us see how all these principles can be implemented in the countries.
Issues that concern democracy and human rights are issues that concern everyone. But sometimes it might be difficult to see how they concern you, your school, your community, and even harder what to do about it. And this is what the Academy is all about, going from the notion, an idea, to a concrete practice in a concrete setting, in a context. We need to remember that for many kids, school represents the first encounter with a public institution, and it is in there where they have to experience what democracy is.
What I find very interesting here is that the training is based in a very solid and experienced way of training. So we start from theory, but this theory is always connected to experience in a playful way, in a wise way, coming back and around to the same things. So we have the feeling that participants going from here have knowledge through experiencing, and they have also tried things by themselves, so they feel secure to do some of that, going back to their school environment.
Мы ожидаем ознакомиться с позитивным практическим опытом преподавания вопросов прав человека, прав детей в школе, посмотреть, как это делают другие страны Европы, и найти партнеров в других европейских странах для совместного решения каких-либо проектов.
В летней школе я увидела новые методики, обязательно их будем применять. Сразу же поставила себе задачу создать совет школы, ну и провести некоторые мероприятия, которые помогут сблизиться с родителями, с учениками и с коллегами.
My greatest expectation is that everything that I have learned here, everything that my colleague Corina and my colleague Amelia have been working on with me, will be introduced and used and applied in our teachers' lessons. hopefully we will try to change a little bit the way they teach things back home. I mean, with more focus on some values and attitudes and more collaboration between students and parents and community.
Kao pedagog svakako jedna od osnovnih uloga jeste promovisanje ljudskih prava. Ono čega smo mi u ovom projektu pošli jeste zapravo da stanje ljudskih prava zapravo zavisi najviše od nas samih. Zapravo pre svega moramo biti informisani o vlastnim pravima da bi se borili za njihovo ostvarenje.
Učenički parlament je učestvovao u mnogim radionicama i iz njih smo naučili mnogo o našim pravima, to je bio i njihov cilj. Imali smo mogućnost da naučimo o demokratskom građanstvu kao i kako da zaštitimo naša prava i da osjetimo kada su neka od naših prava kršena.
For me personally, diversities are important because we know how to deal with people in everyday life, because the people are not the same and we should learn how to deal with their differences.
So I had some doubts before I come here, and I thought, to be honest, that it would be a good experience and some vacation maybe, but it was really eye-opener. It's been great since I came here. I'll learn a lot of things. I mean, it was so interesting. I can't wait to go back and put some things in action.
I would like to express my appreciation and my team's appreciation for everything that has been done here, has been achieved. I believe that the Council of Europe and the Wergeland Center is doing a good job, and I think they have touched many lives, not only those who are being trained in 1 week, but also those back home who are the receivers of the knowledge that we have gained here and of the values that we have been taught to implement.